Winner home on Afternoon Express, where 3 design contestants are turning 3 empty properties at Val de Vie estate in the Cape Winelands into dream homes using finishes provided by Caesarstone and Plascon. Vote for your favorite and you could win.
The furniture pieces in a lounge can really make or break the whole room from a design perspective. OKHA Interiors in Cape Town sets a new standard in the world of interior design with a distinctive and personal style that epitomizes African luxury. We visited them to learn more about what makes a unique furniture design.
OKHA and ARC are under the same Toyota umbrella. Toyota is an internationally acclaimed architecture firm, and they had a vision that they needed a in-house interior design architecture firm. ARC spaces are very luxurious, and OKHA's furniture is as well. We pride ourselves in our furniture being something that can resemble a luxurious, elegant, and a beautiful piece that can fit into basically any interior space. And because our designs are so timeless, our furniture works well with ARC's design spaces. You'll notice that all OKHA's furniture, there's an undertone of modernism. That is what we try and include in all of our furniture pieces. It's the type of woods we use, the leather, the upholstery, the detailing such as the stitching, the stains on the wood, and the craftsmanship of our furniture. All our pieces are handcrafted, and each piece has about 2 workers working on them. The same 2 workers will basically make the same chair every time, so that quality is not wavered, that it always has the unique appeal. The stitching detail that the seamstress has worked on is done by master seamstresses. The craftsmanship is portrayed in our upholstery as well as our timber bases that's also been done. The current trends when it comes to lounge furniture, people are going towards simplicity. What people want is to get a contemporary space but still have that African style. Colors that they use are very African inspired, but then this is offset with the simplicity of the furniture that's used. So instead of using a very busy furniture piece, if I could put it like that, very ornate, and still having a bright color on it, we'd rather use a simple furniture piece and just accent it with a different color. Joanna has chosen an STM chair. The STM chair is one of our classics. It's basically a broad, wide chair that allows you to just sit in the chair and be encapsulated by the chair. She chose to go with the black leather and offset that with a walnut wishbone arm finish. This wishbone arm has quite a bit of finesse to it and a bit of feminism to it, which suits her, being the only female in the competition. You'll see the craftsmanship of the wishbone detail. It's just beautiful. The walnut works well with the black leather that she's gone for. The gentlemen have chosen another variety of our STM chair. We've got 3 different varieties. There's the angled, the full arm, and the wishbone. They've gone for the full arm. This has a stronger detail to the STM chair, and they've both decided to go with white leather. They've got the swivel base, which has a strong masculine feel to it because it's black and it's got the metal element. And the woods that they've chosen, Menenchli has gone with the walnut, whereas Rudolph has gone with a whitewashed oak. They both offset the white leather quite perfectly. With the swivel base that the gentlemen have chosen, it allows you to just sway in the chair, just to provide some form of movement. And when you're at home and you're just sitting and just relaxing, you just want to enjoy the chair and just sit and stay and read a book.
Now, there are only a few days left for our 3 design contestants to complete their final room, the lounge. So let's meet up with Danilo at Val de Vie to see how they're coming along.
Menenchli, this looks like a construction site, but it all looks like it's just about to explode.
Yeah, my furniture just came in, so I'm happy about that, but I still need to finish up some touch-ups with the painting. And then it's just placing the furniture where it needs to go, and hopefully everything comes up to the vision that I have.
What is the grand vision and theme and ideas behind this room?
My theme for the lounge is the modern African aesthetic, which I'm bringing in with Ndebele patterns on my geometric frames for my coffee table that I collaborated with Sianda, which are in contrast with the Caesarstone top, which is very organic. I'm trying to find a balance between the contemporary and the traditional African styles, bring them together to achieve a modern African aesthetic.
Nice ideas, but what is the wow factor in the lounge?
What I'm really excited about is my collaborations, the coffee table, and especially the dining table, which I call a 4-to-6 table, simply because it comes in as a 4-seater, then it expands to 6-seater to accommodate more people. So I think the judges are really going to like its versatility and its innovativeness, whether you want to host more guests or it's just you and your family.
Well, whether it's going to be big or small parties, make sure there's an extra chair in the corner somewhere, because I will be at those parties, okay?
Definitely.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Rudolph, I'm excited to unpack some of your ideas. They usually say it's the calm before the storm. This looks like the storm before the calm.
Well, it's what you can expect in a renovation like this. At the back, they're still busy with the TV unit. They're almost done with that. And I'm quite excited to see the blinds going up soon.
What's going to be the wow factor in this space?
Most definitely the sliding screen on the TV unit. It was inspired by the Cape Fynbos, and it's something really interesting, and that's also repeated in the artwork above here.
That moving panel sounds really interesting. Tell me more about it.
So Teresa Reed, a graphic designer, actually designed this beautiful artwork, and that was CNC'd on leather, and that was stretched over this frame that's going to be the screen for the TV unit.
I want to find out a little bit about your soul. What do you think is the most important part of a lounge?
Well, a lounge is really a space where you want to feel comfortable. So you need to create that cocoon effect. And you can do that by the use of colors, the layering of different materials and textures, and also lighting is very important.
Well, speaking of cocoons, I hope this transforms into a beautiful butterfly. Spread your wings.
Thank you. I'll do.
Shwanae, compared to the other two apartments, this looks pretty empty at the moment. Is this another minimalist piece for you?
Not quite. I have a few items that are missing. I'm still waiting for my entertainer and TV and lamp in the corners. Then we have a last piece coming up. It's a sculpture that's going to bring everything together. It's going to be at the entrance of the apartment.
I feel like I don't need to ask you what the wow piece in this room is going to be, because this is just wow.
Yes. I love this piece. It's very unique. The artists that worked on this, they are students from Cape Town, and I briefed them to create a centerpiece for my apartment that would bring all of my colors together and then also just liven up the space and give it the energy it needs.
Talk me through the inspiration behind all these different shapes.
The shapes were inspired by butterfly wings, so when you look up at it, you see these abstract figures and shapes, and it just takes you to another wonderland.
What are the other wow factors going to be in the space here?
I really love this table that Il Toro designed for me. We collaborated on this piece and it just brings something masculine to the space. It also reflects the beautiful chandelier in the glass. And then these walnut chairs from Guideline are just immaculate.
What are you hoping the judges will see and say when they walk into your living room?
I think they're really going to appreciate the details I designed for this space.
Well, I think they're going to love your hanging centerpiece, and I'm not going to leave you hanging any longer. Good luck.
Thank you.
Get back to work.
Now, while our design contestants work around the clock to get done in time, it's time for our weekly property chat with our finance expert from Nedbank. Bonnie's on the couch with him now.
Buying a home is one of the most important steps in your life, whether it's your first home or an upgrade. Therefore, being informed on some of the extra costs involved over and above the purchase price can make a huge difference and make your home buying experience much easier. We're joined by Tim Akinnusi, Head of Sales and Client Management at Nedbank Home Loans. Welcome to the loft, Tim.
Thank you, Bonnie.
So, Tim, what other extra costs do buyers need to be aware of over and above the purchase price?
So, Bonnie, one of the common mistakes that consumers make is they only consider the cost of the bond and the affordability, and not the extra cost that we are going to talk about today. And the extra cost is really the cost of acquisition as well as the cost of maintenance. Now, the cost of acquisition is the cost that you would incur to have the property transferred into your name. So there are lawyers involved, so you need to pay the registration costs for your property to be registered at the deeds office. You would also need to pay the initiation fee to the bank for them to set up the accounts for you and to maintain the account. Okay. And thirdly, you have to pay transfer costs, which is in essence a tax to the government. So the first 750,000 Rand of the property value is exempt from that tax, and the balance in that you pay transfer duties on. If you are building a new place or buying a house that is being built by a developer, those costs are either voided or inclusive in the price of the entire unit. Yeah. Then the second cost around the maintenance. Now that's the interesting one, because that's an ongoing cost that you pay as long as you continue to have the house and live in it. So that's your cost of your levies, if you're in a sectional title, which is comprises of your maintenance costs in the garden, the security you pay, and some insurance. Then the other cost is your rates and taxes. In a standalone situation, you'd be paying your rates and taxes, and obviously you then have the flexibility on what to pay for security and the cost of gardening, etc.
Yeah.
So those are the two main costs that you need to contend with. As long as you are a homeowner, you'd always have those two costs, and that's over and above your bond repayments.
Wow. Tim, how can one calculate these costs?
So, Bonnie, what we've understood over the last couple of years is that clients really battle with understanding exactly all the costs that's involved in actually maintaining and paying off their monthly installment. So we've designed an app called Instant Bond Indicator. It's on our website. And essentially, it's a 14-field application where you put in the cost of the property and your personal details, and we'll make a real-time scoring, a real-time call to credit bureaus to give you a sense of your credit health as well as your affordability. And we will then play back to you results that would include not only the cost of your monthly repayments on a property, but also the cost of the transfer that you would pay and the registration that you're likely to be faced with. And that will give you a really good sense of exactly what cost in total you're expected to be in for.
Wow, that sounds really helpful. I'll definitely be getting that app.
Great.
Thank you so much. We're very well informed. Thank you, Tim.
Pleasure.
Consult your bank to make sure you fully understand all the costs associated with buying a home and that those unexpected hidden costs won't come back to haunt you. For more information, visit nedbank.co.za/home loans.
So on the subject of voting, remember to vote for your favourite Design Contestants Lounge on privateproperty.co.za and stand a chance to win paint from Plascon to the value of 5,000 Rand. Here's how.
It's not called Win a Home for nothing. You, the viewer, can win one of 3 completed apartments at Val de Vie estate valued at more than 3 million Rand by voting for your favorite Design Contestants Lounge on privateproperty.co.za. Win a Home is proudly brought to you by Private Property in association with Nedbank.